Hello, welcome to this lesson on basic Excel functions. In this lesson, we are going to be working with the arithmetic functions. But before I show you the arithmetic functions, come to the ribbon here and click on formulas. Now when you click on formulas, you will see the function library that we have in Excel. We have the financial, logical, test, date and time, lookup and reference, math and trigonometry, and then we have more functions. We have statistical, engineering, cube, information, compatibility, and web. We are going to be working with some of these functions in the subsequent part of this video. Now come to this button here where we have insert function. And when you click on insert function, then you have categories of functions you can select from. If you click on this drop down arrow here, you would see all the categories of functions. We have all: financial, date and time, math and trigonometry, statistical, lookup and reference, database, text, logical, information, and the like. So if you want to work with financial functions, you click on financials and then you see the functions here. If you put your if you click on any of the function, you would see what the function does. For example, this function here returns the accrued interest for a security that pays periodic interest. So this is the function. This is what this function does. So, however, we are going to be selecting some arithmetic functions, and I will show you how you can use them on Excel. So I have my data here, which is the data of customers in a company. You have the customer ID, you have the age, product type, product category, unit price, and quantity. So in this example, we are going to be summing up the unit price, find the average, the standard deviation, and the variance. To start writing function on Excel, click on the cell where you want the result of the function to appear. You can either type your formula here or type it at the formula bar. If you want to type any function on Excel, you start with equal to sign. So equals to, we are trying to sum up the unit price, so we are going to use the sum function, and with the sum function adds all the numbers in a range of cells. We click on it. So the next thing is to specify the range of cells we want to add together. Notice we want to add the unit price, and the unit price starts from cell E2 down to cell E101. So I'll come back to my formula bar here and type E2, then column E101, and you would notice that all the range of cells I want to add together is highlighted. Once that is done, I'll close the bracket and then press enter on my keyboard. So here you will see that this sum of our unit price has been displayed here. Also, to find the average, I'll click on the cell where I want the average to appear and come to my formula bar here, type equals to. You would notice that whatever I type in my formula bar also appears on the cell. where I want the result to be displayed. So to find the average, I use the average function. And then, just like the same way I did for sum, I will specify the range of the cell I want to find the average, and that is E2 to E101, and then press enter. So this is the average of my unit price. Also, we can also find the standard deviation, and the function to find the standard deviation is the function stdev. Okay, this is the function here. This function is available for compatibility with 21 estimate standard deviation based on a sample, ignores logical values and tests in the same sample. So we are using this function to find the standard deviation of a sample. So I clicked on it, specify the range of the cell, which is E2 to E101. Don't forget, cell address is non-case sensitive, so either you type in block letter or in small letter, it takes it. So I close the bracket, I press enter. So here I can see the standard deviation of the unit price. Also with the variance, follow the same step, equals to, and then use the var function, var, then specify the range of the cell I want to find the variance, E2 to E101, and then press enter. So I have my variance here. Also, I can decide to multiply two columns together. For instance, let's assume I want to find the total revenue, which is the multiplication of the unit price with the total quantity. So how do I achieve that? Let me come to cell G1 and type revenue. Then I multiply unit price for each cell. I multiply each cell under unit price with the quantity. How do I do that? Come to my formula bar, click equals to, then specify the range of cell E2, then multiply, which is the star key on your keyboard, by F2. So you will notice that E2 and F2 are highlighted, and then I press enter on my keyboard. The result is displayed. Now, instead of me doing it for each of the cell, I can just come here, this small square icon here, and then put my cursor on it and double click on it. Excel automatically we do the same process for all the other cells. So this brings us to an end of some of the arithmetic functions that we have in Excel. In the next lesson, we are going to be working with some logical function. Thank you.